Let's do this, huh?
Yeah.
Do you have anything?
It's funny though.
Hey, Pete, have you heard, man? Kind of people are trying to sue us.
Bruh, I saw that, bruh. They told me when I get into the office today, bruh.
Yeah, I don't know why would people want to sue us, huh?
Bruh.
But it's showing that we are growing as a show. When people are trying to sue us, we are growing.
Nah, bruh, these people are haters, bruh. I can't believe.
Yeah.
We just come here, we're making it. I don't know why. You can't see a black man do his thing, bruh.
Yeah, no, Pete, that's how people behave. Anyway, you know what? I think we'll talk to our lawyer there, man, Chris.
Yeah, Chris, bruh.
Chris can.
Hey, bruh, we went to the party last week. Lawyers get fun, bruh. Those guys
Are you
turn up.
serious?
Yeah, bruh, lawyers. Yay.
No, let's when we start.
But listen, bruh.
Are we on? Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to this week exciting episode of The Other Show. I'm your other host. My name is MOD.
And my name is Big from the in the house. Oi.
Yeah, man. In today's episode, we're starting off in a slightly, that kind of note when you like suppressed and what's going on.
Yeah.
We had messages coming through, man, and one of the tweets that came through was this particular tweet from a certain individual by the name TBK.
That's a long message, bruh.
Yeah, apparently he's saying that he wants to sue the show because we've robbed him of his fame, and we need to link it up with our law firm, Molato Haubole, the big man himself, Christopher. Let's hear what he can advise the show.
So Chris, bruh, you have to help us. I hope he's on our side, bruh.
Yeah, no, he is definitely.
Bruh, he's our lawyer.
We are paying him,
Bruh,
and we gave him a mark.
Bruh, and I heard he only gets paid in cows, bruh.
Yeah.
No money.
Hi, Mod. Okay.
Oh, Chris. Yeah, Chris. Are you good?
So Chris,
Yes,
what up,
my
bruh?
man. Thank you, man. You are forever helpful to us, supporting the show from day one. You've been there.
Thank you, bruh, for getting me the permit, bruh. I'm here.
Yeah, you
And
big.
thank to you, bruh.
I want my
Forget
money.
about that. We'll talk about
That
that.
permit is not going to work out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Chris,
If I don't have my money,
we've got an issue
it's not
here,
gonna
man. There's
work
a
out.
gentleman by the name TBK. He says that he wants to sue our show because apparently he thinks that we actually deny him of his fame, 1 minute, 10 minutes of fame. He's just getting excited because he saw his tweets up in the.
Bruh, I think we need to stop with the tweets. What do you think, Chris?
What do you think about stopping the
guys,
tweets, Chris?
We can't cancel the tweets. We can't. It's no. We can't.
I thought so as well. They would even sue us when you stop the tweet again.
Yep.
Okay, Chris, but can you help us win this case? Can you? Because this guy says he wants to come to Molato Haubole and sue us using your firm. Can't you take his issue and then ill-advise him so that we beat him in court?
That's the way, bruh. But
Yeah.
hey, bruh, I think we should talk this in private.
Oh, no.
Yeah, guys. Anyway, guys, you guys caught me at a very bad time today. I will have to deal with the whole suing thing. Right now, I'm actually very busy. I'm editing Dan Kenosi's book right now, and yeah, I don't want him to be like Bonang right now. I'm out here. Dude, that guy's English. Oh my god. I'm out here. I'm just thinking. There's chocolate box everywhere here. Anyway. Okay. So, like I was saying about the whole suing instance, right? What's gonna happen is that the party with the most unscrupulous, untanglously amount of money will have to, will win the case. But I'm willing to take both parties and defend both of you guys, because we at Molato Haubole we're an uncannily unscrupulous kind of law firm, and we handle everything. You know what I mean? You guys are good people at the other show. You know what I mean? Like right now, I'm seeing, bruh, this book has just thrown me off. But we'll get to the book on another time. You guys, I'll handle you guys. Right now, it's a very very busy season in the law industry for us right now. We have Dan Kenosi, we have this guy trying to sue you guys, and yeah, man, Pete, I'm sorry, man, you're gonna have to get a wife. I'm sorry. But yeah,
Chris
guys, let's just talk this thing at the office, then we'll sort it out.
So
it's a very
Chris,
unscrupulous, untangled kind of situation.
Thank
right
you,
now.
Chris.
And I'm very preposterously,
So Chris,
unctuously going to defend
oh.
you guys. So
Okay.
back to you guys. Thanks.
thank you, Chris.
Oh, thank you very much, man. I think, Chris is always happy to advise us, and we are thankful to have somebody of Chris's stature as being part of this show.
Chris is a legend, bruh. I've never seen such a law firm like that.
Speaking of these issues of law, man, this week, Dr. Charakupa Ndenga Hachirambwe. I got it. I got it, Mr. Producer. Charakupa Ndenga Hachirambwe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting a headache saying.
Okay, forget about
So
it.
I'm getting tired.
He's hosting one of the most controversial journalists out of Botswana. Yeah.
Journalist.
Yes. He's hosting one of the most controversial journalists out of Botswana. Man.
Yeah.
Let's just link up with Dr. Charakupa Ndenga Hachirambwe.
Okay, sounds like an
Yes.
interesting episode.
He's interviewing Daniel Kenosi.
What?
Papa.
That guy, chocolate box guy.
Yeah, from
Hey!
Paparazzi.
That guy, bro.
Do you eat chocolate?
I love chocolate. I even got a little bit in my mouth now.
That's why you don't have teeth.
Just check there, yeah.
He eats a lot of chocolate.
Yeah,
I don't know about the
right
box.
now in my mouth, bro.
But
no, I don't eat the boxes. I just chocolate.
Okay.
Especially the black chocolate.
Let's see what Dr. Charakupa Ndenga Hachirambwe
So,
was
Chara?
up to. Chara! Take it, boss.
Thank you so much. Yes, settle down. Thank you. All right, welcome to this episode of Dr. Charakupa Ndenga Hachirambwe, and I am Medications Charakupa Ndenga Hachirambwe with a very special guest today. Our gentleman here today that we have in office is a well-known household name. Not as well known as Andy or Jake, but he's still well known. We have Mr. Daniel Kenosi. Daniel, thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Did you say gentlemen we have in the office or in the studio?
Office and studio, same thing. Same fanana.
Thanks for having me, man.
It's great to have you here.
Cheers, buddy.
All right. So, Daniel, recently you've come under a lot of scrutiny, under a lot of, you've caused a lot of brouhaha, a lot of cacophony of noises. And I think right now we have to hear it from you. From today we're going to call you horse because we need to hear it from the horse's mouth itself. Daniel, about this whole CBD business, this chocolate box theory of yours. The viewers at home have been asking via inbox, via private messaging, via Skype. Some have sent us private letters, telegrams. One sent a messenger boy the other
Does
day.
anyone still uses Telegram? Though?
Yes, they are there.
I bet they would use it in Zimbabwe.
Are you saying we are that backward?
Yeah.
Which is true. However, Daniel, the question here today has to be about this whole chocolate box thing.
Yeah.
Exactly what flavor of chocolate were you talking about?
Well, one thing that people don't really understand is that, that was a story. It was not a made-up story. It had characters in it. You're writing tabloid stories, of course, you have to, write them in a creative manner. And, instead of referring to, the behind sexual activities.
The behind the scenes type of...
Not behind the scenes, but from behind, like, man to man. Yes, we had to, find a creative way of writing it. That is how we came about with the chocolate box.
With chocolate box.
Chocolate box, obviously, I've already said it. It refers to...
You see, now at this point, I don't think the sales of Cadbury were doing very well after you dropped that. I myself was unable to eat a chocolate for 8 days.
What came into your mind?
Well, a chocolate, it also is not chocolate. Moving on.
Yes.
Why is it this whole chocolate box thing actually seems to be happening in the city? Are you telling me that nobody likes chocolate in the villages?
Okay, cool. We interviewed this gentleman, this gay gentleman, because he came out to say he's gay. And, what he was talking about is that he was referring to the numbers. We talked about the 90% of the population, the city population, almost 90% of the city population. The men are, into gay
They are
sex.
into other men.
Into other men. Yes,
literally.
So, yeah. And so that is how it all came about. And of course, many of those guys are disguising or just hiding behind the marriage mask. You know, most of them are married, but they go for these gay guys. And so that is how it all came about. You know, it's we haven't yet gone into villages, you know, to research much about into villages. But what we've noticed, I stay in the city and I visit most of, you know, the other towns. I wouldn't say they're villages. Palape is a town. Maung is a town. Those are the places that I frequent mostly, and that is where we get most of our stories, where the larger population of the country resides. And so yeah, it so happens that it's one thing I've noticed as well. You know, not that I have anything against gays, but I see most of them in these developed places. You know, I've visited, not that I haven't yet visited undeveloped settlements like of Sikagia and all that, but I haven't yet noticed it, and I do not spend much time in those places. Yes.
Because I have to say this, you have no idea how happy you made us foreigners when you actually said 9 out of 10 Gaborone men. Not us, Gaborone men.
Yes.
So I am not in that demographic, in case you are watching. Now, your research to come to this conclusion that there is plenty of chocolate box within Botswana. How did you do your research? Did you just wake up one day and you just saw a lot of chocolate wrappers on the ground, etc., etc.?
No, like I said, we interviewed this guy. We have heard this story for almost like 5 months now. We had all the pictures, we had everything, and now we came up with. We did not really get a validated research on it, but we just made an observation and noticed that, you know, the guys, most of the guys that we know in town, most of the big guys, MPs, ministers, you know, they are into this. And so that is how we came to conclude that, you know, that means almost the whole city now is into this.
Okay, so technically speaking, if I were to ask you a question, it means you were looking into this chocolate box.
Looking into what you mean? I'm not involved into it. I'm not involved in it. Yes, I can observe from a distance. You know.
Oh, you can look at the chocolate box from a distance. Okay, it's all right. I am not. It's your words. All right. A few people have stated that I don't know if our viewers can remember this. A little while back, you were detained. Yeah, you were taken into custody. And for that, you know, welcome to being
to maximum prison.
Yeah, welcome to being a foreigner. You see, now you're also looking at police the same way. But just after you got released, now we hear you talking about the chocolate box. So, is there any relation to these two matters?
Come on, man. You know, I was detained. What is it? It's 2 years ago.
You kept the story for 5 months, so we are not too
sure. So what's your point exactly? What are you trying to say?
My question is,
yes,
are you a top deck or you're a bottom deck? Were you top bank? Were you bottom bank? Did anyone turn your name from Daniel to Denise while you were in jail?
English is playing trick with my mind. I don't really get what you're talking about. Let's get straight to the point.
Kang ya chocolate box. It's wakai when I was mo
It has got nothing to do with me being detained.
And then he replies in English.
It's a story that just came about this just recently, and we had to write the story.
Well,
I know I can tell what you're trying to ask. I did not discover. I've said this in so many interviews. You know, after being released. You know, a lot of people, a lot of journalists were really intrigued. They wanted to know if at all there's these other men in prison sleep with other men or they have sex with other men. I did not really see that. I had stories of, well, I did not spend. I spent about 14 days in prison. You know, I spent about a week in Gaborone maximum prison. Another week in Francistown maximum prison. So I had guys. I as a journalist, being a journalist that I am. When I got into the place, I felt there was an opportunity for me to come out with stories. And of course, a book is coming. I'm still writing my book. It will come out soon. So, but I had stories, but I did not get to see that because, you know, we all sleep in one big hall. But I did not really see another man on top of another man at any point that I was in there. Maybe the guys just decided to behave for that moment when I was in there.
You see, for those of you that are listening, Daniel said they all slept in one big hall like Hall, not HOLE. Completely different matter. And we're looking forward to your book. We hope it is nothing like Bonang Mateba's book. Don't use
it. I'll release it and then I'll move out of this country.
Yeah, and you know your book will be released before you.
Yeah.
Daniel, thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to say to the viewers that are watching at this current moment?
Yeah, I'm a very. Not that I have any problem with anyone sexual preference, if that's the right way to put it. Preference.
What's on Zimbabwe?
Yes, preference. Not that I would have any problem with sexual preference. You know, I respect anyone out there. This I'm saying in response to Liga Bibo. Liga Bibo, they just rushed whoever's has got an empty head out there, rushed into writing a letter, you know, saying that I've been abusing gays and lesbians, using my profession for a very long time. No, I do not do that. You know, as a journalist, I believe in balancing stories. I believe in treating everyone equal, regardless of where, regardless of their background or status within the society. And I'll write, yes, not irregardless, regardless.
Are you sure you want to write a book?
Regardless of their status within the society.
Okay,
yes, and
here,
I'll continue writing without fear or favor.
Here at the other show, we also do not have any views with regards to anyone's orientation, be it a view from the front, from the back, the top, or the bottom. We just look and see and do social commentary. So up until you release your book, I believe you're going to come back when the book is released. We can have you on Skype if you're not going to be here. It's still allowed.
Yeah.
Okay. So this has been this week's episode. This has been this week's episode of Dr. Charakupa Denga Chirambwe, and I am Medications Charakupa Denga Chirambwe. See you next time.
Yeah, man, that was Dan Kenosi.
Writing a book.
Yeah.
Noiti.
Yeah, he's writing a book, and he says he went to 2 jails. He went to Gaborone Maximum.
Okay.
And then they took him to Frenchtown, I think.
Really?
So he was a tourist he's not just a jail
He's been around the box, bro.
Yeah,
he's been around the box.
He's doing a new form of tourism, jail tourism.
Yeah, bro. Imagine how many guys have seen those places.
I don't think you pay too much to be a jail tourism.
You just have to, you know.
Jail tourist.
Yeah, bro. Wow.
All right, man. That was my boy Dan. Thanks for coming through, Dan. We welcome such people to our show.
Yeah, bro.
I know other people would want to come and jump in. ATI.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we want to host you here. Come through and you know everything about Botswana. How long have you been here? How long have you been here?
2 months.
But you know too much, man.
Botswana is small, but you just learn about everything on Facebook.
Okay, man. Let's move
That's
on.
Racist, bruh.
Let's move on with the show. Being racist, and what do you know about race? Let's move on with the show. The next there's an interview. Yeah, it's an interview.
Okay.
Apparently, the government is not happy about a few things.
Okay.
And the other show took its cameras to the most highest office in the land.
Okay.
Spoke to Mr. Lefufa about a few things that the government has a stand on. Let's take it away and see Mr.
Lefufa.
Mr. Lefufa!
Okay, over to you.
This guy is very dangerous. If you play on
I don't even want to say anything, bruh. I hope he's not watching, bruh.
Mr. Lefufa.
My permit is okay. Don't worry, don't listen to that lawyer. That lawyer is not responsible.
Oh, thank you. Dumela hape go hai. Ra ke nnete dikgane tse le di utlwang ke nnete. Re le puso re tshwenyehile. Me le tshwenyego la rona re le puso kana tota. Le dirwa ke hore mananeo a teng ra puso re ntsha madi hore banana ba ire mananeo a go leka go nyeletsa khumo. Gompieno ana ha o ka tsama hongwe le hongwe ha borone ka re hongwe le hongwe mo ha borone o itelele hore kona to kona ke tapole e bina mo mahore ya no re ipulela hore re le puso go lo ha re ka skira sireletsa tapole e tla nyelela ikanyelela hela ka bokgogo modumo ba nyeletse sa thorina le bokgogo modumo mme kana hore puso e tse tshwetswentsa ke re irwa ke luna le banana
yaanong re batla go ira di-permit re ira di-permit tsa tapole o kgona ithela monana a le mongwela a dile 70 kg ya ditapole ka letsatsi yaanong gona ena mo la go helela lona banana le apale siti ya tapole go sa tlhole me ya ditapole le apale di-siti tsa teng re batla go tsaya re ire permit ela ka phane na le permit ela ka tlhapi na le permit le tapole e tlo go nna le permit go tlogeng fana ga re hetsa ka tapole kgang ya bobedi tabele gore re buisana palamente e tshwanetse go buisana ka high five le bitsa high tech minoto le one re ranya go tusa bothoko yaanong ba bangwe kana ebile ga ba bolae dikuku ba di kgaolaela minoto dikuku di tla la bogelo go te go irwe di-wheelchair tsa dikuku a re to tshila tota re le batswana ke ra gore kgane ga e nna yana a re ta tswelela re le batswana le tlohele le gore le hetsa dikuku re tshila le dikuku tsa mona le bogole nnyaa batho ba modimo ke ra gore dikgane tse dintseng jaana ra ke dikgane tse le gore ke a itumela ga ke le bona le tele mo ofising yaka yana le te gomponna ko re lethela ekone ya teng e sulenyana mme hela yone ya tebere ke utlwa go duma yana ba le ka go ikurufella kana di a kurufologa dotse ka gore nna gone dikgane ga dintsana ke ditsaka magata ka le ga tshele ka helela kanya tapole e heletse gone ke re lefofa tanki tsamara ke theoele heila e kata pele ngwana mosimane pele o tswala ke ba nne ke lebetsisiwa ka nabo le hugare go tile ko re palela mo tirong kane ya bohelo e le gore ke batla gore ke itswalele ka yone kore batho ba itse ba tswana di itse kane e se ka nna o ka re ra le iphethela ka moso go togeng fala mongwe le mongwe hela o ka tsamayang a ko dipatela tsa ra goromente a ikhelele gore go pila e se ga gore bolwetse ba bo isitseng bo dirilweng ke tapole le magora ga gona ngaka ipe ya ga goromente e tla mo tshwarang go sena statement sa mapodisi lago a gona ngaka ipe ya ga goromente e tla tshwara motho o a sena statement sa mapodisi ra e tsenya mo molao motheo section 3488 subsection B Roman figure number 3 ke lefufa go siame baba okay thank you ngwanaka.
Yeah, man, we at the other show, we found that a lot of people are following us, are liking our page.
Yep.
And we had to devise a way of giving back to the community.
We support the people.
Yeah.
We at the other show, we support the people.
Exactly.
And this is us giving back to the people of Botswana.
Yeah. And please stop suing us. We are
Please,
a good
bro,
show.
you see, social corporate responsibility.
Yeah.
Route 3 or not Route 3? That is the question. Hey, sorry. Emara. Roses are red, violets are blue. Hey, sorry ma'am, how about the Route 2? No? Okay. Hey. Okay. Route 2 is fast, Route 1 is slow. Yela, we must go.
Yeah, man, we're doing it for Botswana.
You see that?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Talent, bruh.
Yeah.
Talent.
He's a combi conductor, he's a poet.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Imagine, bruh.
It's a good concoction.
Even our soccer players, we have one who's a plumber, the other one plays soccer. Imagine.
Okay, man. We are drawing close to the end of the show and closing the show off, man. Before we do, we've got a huge comedy show coming through.
Yeah, bruh.
On the 19th of August, out at Mighty Song.
Bruh, we got Bambino.
Yeah.
Mod.
Yeah.
Yep. We got Trevor Gumbi.
Yeah.
We got Kiddy Boni.
Yeah.
Legend. South Africans. We got Mod Legend. Everybody. It's a legendary show, guys. Don't miss out.
Come through and support local comedy. I'm there, I'm hosting.
I'm gonna
the
be
show.
there like
And
yep.
Pete will be there.
Yeah, bruh.
Doing interviews off stage.
So guys, come there, pay for the ticket. You might meet me in person.
Yeah.
Have fun.
All right, and closing off today's show, man, we've got a stand-up comedy performance by one of my boys, Kafela. Give it up, man. And next week, keep on sharing, keep on liking this page.
The other show.
Yeah.
And ladies,
I'm looking for a wife, bruh.
No, actually, there's one person who's tweeted and said.
Yeah, bruh, I've been looking for a wife 3 episodes now, bruh.
Okay.
What's her name? What?
Okay, I'll spell it for you. It's HWAMO. Okay. All right, give it up for Confella.
Confella.
See you next week.
Bye, guys.
Nice show.
And make it show what I get a jacket, you know. Because I give him my wife for that. I do. Because I do I get whether I agree. I do what chances are. Almost. I do come also over the ball and I will come also Chapana now ya pula. Yari be for me kayi. Uma filma. But I get to do one and play around with the papa. One part one ke bukai. Abare kan hambre na tu.